simple. In this video, you'll learn about the distributive properties and factoring. Let's start with the distributive property. Distributing is when you give some to everyone. For example, in our family, when we have dessert, let's say we'll have a pie, we can distribute it among the 8 of us. So here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So, what does it mean to distribute? Remember, give some to everyone. This person will get some, this person will get some. See, we are getting everyone some of the pie. We are distributing it among the 8 of us. Factoring would be the opposite of distributing. Factoring is getting some of what everyone has in common and factoring it out. Here's an example that we can easily use. In our family house cleaning, let's put our family here again. We all have something in common. Help. What we have in common is help. Remember, factoring is getting some of what everyone has in common. So, this person can help. This person can help. Every single person can help. Now, we can factor out the help out of everybody. So we would have help right there. Now you can see that distributing and factoring are 100% opposites. Distributing is getting it out. Distributing is giving everyone some. Factoring is getting some out of what everyone has in common. I haven't in a way that can help you understand the distributive property more deeply. The area of a rectangle. Let's say we have a rectangle right here. Let's say it's 5 by 14. Now we need to find the area of it. What would that be? Of course, that would be 5 times 14. Now, 5 times 14. That's pretty hard to calculate in our head. So what can we do to make this simpler? Well, we could split 14 into 10 and 4. Now, why would we split it into 10 and 4? Well, 10 is a much easier number to work with than 14. So now all we need to do is add up the area of the two rectangles. The area of this rectangle, so we have 5, open bracket. So the area of this rectangle will be 5 times 10, then plus the area of the smaller rectangle, which will be 5 times 4. So now you can see how this is related to the distributive property. All we're doing is distributing the 5 into the 10 and the 4. We will get 50 because 5 times 10 is 50 plus 20. Now our final answer would be 70. Remember we said that factoring was the opposite of distributing? Now we could just reverse this. But there's one important thing that we need to know. This portion of our math is called distributing. Why? Well, because you are distributing the 5 among the 10 and the 4. So they each get 5 times. We can put an extra step here. 5 times 10 plus 5 times 4. This gets a 5 times, the 10 gets a 5 times, and the 4 gets a 5 times. Let's reverse our steps, as we said, to get factoring. So right here, we would have 5 times 10 plus 5 times 4. Now, remember, factoring was getting what every single term has in common. What does 5 times 10 and 5 times 4 have in common? Well, they both have a 5 times in common. 5 times 10 and 5 times 4. Now we can take it, we are factoring it out. See, we factored out 5 times. Let's move on to our strategy clinic. Remember, distributing it among however many people or things. Everyone is getting some of it. In math, that will be multiplying every single number in the bracket by what's outside the bracket. So, factoring is the opposite. We are getting some of what everyone has in common and factoring it out. Like in here, we factored out the 5 times. Out of the 4, out of the 5 times 10, and the 5 times 4. Subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next video where we make math simple.